$165 for this masterpiece. Yeah, it's horrifying, but I don't see a big problem with the price. It's like a Syriac sort of thing. That's the vibe I'm getting, at least. You know for a fact that their kid did this. One-of-a-kind painted soldier wooden bench. Unique yellow wooden bench, handmade in Vermont, and painted by the same woodworker. One-of-a-kind funky piece of art. Well, if the bench is solidly made, I think the selling point is that more so than the art. Also, I'm sorry. No, I don't think a kid drew that. I don't. Not because it's better than what a kid would do, but this is the type of thing that I would draw on there. I would try so hard, and this is how it would look. $200 for a Labrontosaurus. Oh my god. They're not delusional. Joke's on them. I'd pay double for a Labrontosaurus. 3 days left to snag this bargain. Large original abstract glowing painting artwork on canvas. Okay, 44 grand for buy it now. Yeah, I think a lot of people on eBay do this because it's a big shock value. What? Makes you click on it. A lot of stores that say, like, for me, I buy games from a lot of eBay sellers, and they will have sealed copies for $10 trillion or whatever to show off how cool they are, knowing full well no one's ever going to buy them, and even if they did, eBay would probably cancel it because that's just what they do for really, really, really big purchases. It's a shame, though, because I actually kind of like this painting, or this set. I do kind of like them. I think they're neat. $7,000 to $50,000 neat? No. Howie and Megan. Wait, what? Oh, Howie and Megan. I see what you're saying. Why does it look like they're painted into a microwave TV dinner tray? Digging the UFO in the upper left. Yeah, that's an interesting addition. Looks like one of the UFOs from Silent Hill. What in the world is happening here? Do you think inflation will make this a good investment? I can tell you right now, no. I designed these one-of-a-kind money-wrapped nightstands for $1,000 for the pair. The other furniture in the pics are sold individually. Text me for pricing. Is it $1,000 because you wrapped simple, generic furniture in cash? Also, let me see if I can zoom in here enough to see. I can't tell if it says for motion picture use or anything. It's just way too low resolution. But I would imagine that you didn't actually come into what looks like thousands of dollars and then used it as decoration. I for my own sanity, I hope that that's just movie money you bought from Spirit or something like that. For the oil field man in your life. Oil field art $250. What is it? Is that a drill tip? What? Yours for only $6,300. Low in stock. Apocalypse full head mask, dystopian clothing costumes, full face mask, haute couture, I have no idea how to say either of those words, cyberpunk masks, wearable masks, sculpture art. So what is this thing? You described like 5 different things. What is this item? God, can't even tell if this is delusion or satire. All right, let's take a look. Cheap commissions hath been opened. Art commissions. Sketch £1, digital $2.50. Why is digital more expensive though? Why can't I get a digital sketch for £1? Anything extra? Backgrounds, alts, extra characters, plus 25% of base price. Okay, all right. If I could find this person, I'd love to commission them. I'm curious. Although the last person I commissioned for art on Twitter took my money and then never said anything to me again. Bored Ape Yacht Club. You know, it's actually quite fun looking at these, knowing that the NFT market has literally completely collapsed, and these are absolutely and utterly worthless images. Because they always were. Man, I'm so happy that the whole NFT thing went to shit. There's literally nothing appealing to this aside from the price tag. Handmade drawings and illustrations. Let's see. It's Bible art. Original angel art with accompanying verse. You know, I do have to admit though, $50 just ain't for me. But what you should do is probably take inspiration from artists that draw for horror games, horror media, stuff like that, because what you've created here is pretty scary, but strangely detailed. Like the head of this angel, it looks like you just scribbled it on. It's really cool the way it's coming across, no joke. I like the look of it, and if you really poured your heart and soul and all your effort, into making scary stuff? Dude, I think you'd be mad successful, though. David Bowie? What about David Bowie? Oh, that is David Bowie, not a print. Yeah, I would imagine it's not a print. It looks like you drew it on a whiteboard. Also, I'm a freak. That's the type of thing I'd hang up on my wall and make people go, hey, what the hell do you have this for? Recently commissioned hand-painted / drawn portraits. Makes great gifts for friends and family. Yes, it does. $150. No, just keep going with it. Please keep going with it. Found one in the wild. The stripes in the top right panel aren't even in the right order. Oh, are they not? I'm not. I wouldn't know. I don't know anything about Porsche. Porsche oil painting for $200 though. He's already dropped the price. They generously offered a payment plan. Framed pencil artwork. Okay, no, keep going. See, you can see the bones of some pretty fantastic art in the future coming to fruition. Like, really though, I'm not kidding. A lot of this stuff looks like, dude, just give it a few more years of solid practice and you're gonna be blown away by the difference, truly. Ever-growing $1,000, 20 plus hours of meticulous perfectionism. I stopped myself before I took it too far. Okay, acrylic paint on black canvas. That's 20 plus hours of what you call meticulous perfectionism? Okay. Really not that bad for the price, right? Well, I'll be the judge of that. $20, Celine Dion, Lion King with Beyonce. That character's name is not Lion King. All right, what do we have here? We have Eminem and Eminem, Shrek and Shrek. You know what? These are a steal. I definitely buy the Toy Story one. $425 Penn State Mosaic, plate / mug not included. Okay, Penn State Mosaic. Interesting. It looks done well enough. More from AI artists. Check your creativity privilege, please. What's wrong with you? I don't have creative privilege. You should just draw. You're not the creativity police. Man, that image is embarrassingly stupid. I saw someone mention recently that we should stop calling it AI art and just start referring to it as AI images, because it is not art. We should not be calling it such at all. Look, until the AI becomes sentient and starts making stuff for itself to express itself like we humans do with our consciousness, it can't be called art. I'm sorry. It's just aggregating tens of trillions of images from Google and other sites and stealing. AI art is not art. I don't want to see any of that shit. Just like if you steal someone's voice using an AI program, and I hate calling it AI because it's not goddamn AI, it's disgusting. Stop it. Do these idiots really believe artistic skills are some sort of superpower? Basically magic only a select few people can perform? It's just a skill. Everyone can learn it. It takes hard work and dedication, but I guess that's too much for some people. Oh, dude, way too much. AI-generated exclusive concept art on sale for more than the price of a new graphics card. Wow. Wooden devil concept art for wait, does that say $10,000? Download for $10,000. You know what I could do, Mr. AI image artwork connoisseur? I could just have my AI art program, or AI image program, we're gonna have to rework that language, to make this exact thing for me? Or not the exact thing, but I could get my own that is unique to me, one of a kind to me. But no. If I do that, that's when you're gonna get a little pissy about art theft all of a sudden, right? Right? Sure. Okay. Oh, it's just so stupid, man. It's so stupid. $596 plus shipping. Okay, that is a lot, pal. Whew, you know what, guys? As a sales tactic, just put the price of shipping in the price of the item and mark shipping as free. I'm not kidding, just do that. It is a real psychological tactic that works. I, when shopping on eBay, will pay a higher price if shipping is free. And yeah, I'll do that. Because I know how that works. If there's free shipping, it's an instant sales tactic that gets me. Why do you think Amazon is the biggest company in the damn world now? Because shipping is super free, as long as you're paying for a subscription, right? I mean, what, $150 a year? Steve Jobs from a local restaurant's mural reminds me of something. Oh no. It's funny, because that doesn't look a goddamn thing like Steve Jobs. Well, I guess that's why it reminds you of this painting of Jesus that someone ruined. Because that was supposed to be Jesus, right? Whimsical porch rocks. No, looks comfy to me. Does it? Art chair. That is... I really hope that this one is satire. Art chair? Anti-homeless chair. There you go. Reduced from $100 down to $75. Score yourself a bargain. What is it? Is it just a tangled mess of garbage? Is it a bowl? What the hell am I looking at? All right, $200, only one left. Princess Zelda clay sculpture. Dude, just give it as a gift to a family member. They'll never get rid of it. I like her big ass hand. Yeah, that hand is rather large. All the better to smack Link with. You know she gonna do it though. She gonna smack his ass. Catapult him across the game map. $800 for colored sheets of paper wrapped around Legos. What? Okay, hold on. Bandai Tamashii Nation's homemade special color Destroyer figure. $800. And wait, is it wrapped around Lego? Really? You know what? I just realized I don't care. $250 for a table made of shells and cat litter. Cat litter. That, I don't know why. I know it's not used litter, but for some strange reason, that's just viscerally disgusting to me that you would make a table using cat litter. That's so gross. Seems worth it to me. That sure is canvas. Where's the rest of the image? 2 for 1. What a steal! Yet we already saw this though. Is the price okay for this since he's a known artist? Hello Kitty canvas. I guess? I think a lot of people forget that something is only worth what someone is willing to pay for it. So if someone's willing to pay $3,000 for this Hello Kitty from an apparently established artist, then sure, it's worth $3,000, okay? I'm not willing to pay that, but I'm sure there's a rich guy out there that absolutely will. They want the name, not the art. Original mixed medium on canvas of Kitty White by artist Don Oriolo. Don was friends with Suji-san, the owner of, I don't know any of these, licenses and products focusing on the kawaii segment of Japanese popular culture. Hand signed by the artist. Okay. It's kind of like getting a Bob Ross. Finding somehow an original Bob Ross that you can verify is an original. It's just, do you really want an original because it's an original and made by him, or do you want it because it's going to have his name on it and it's bragging rights, and you can say, that right there was an actual original Bob Ross. It looks just like the print I bought. Yes, but I'm cooler because I paid $50 million for mine. Would you pay $189 for a single piece of bark? I mean, that's a nice piece of bark, though. Vintage pink flamingo and seahorse shell. $15 porch pickup, Venmo or cash. PM me if interested. Thank you for looking. My hand is in the picture for size reference. Thank you for the size reference. Smashed Johnny Walker bottle art. Okay, some guy charged me $50 for this drawing of Heisenberg. Really? Well, to be fair, to be as fair as possible to this guy, let's play devil's advocate for just a moment here. Not saying he's the devil, but that's the phrase. I don't know why. Let's see how well you can draw Heisenberg. Because sure, this doesn't look a goddamn thing like him at all. This actually looks more like Gordon Freeman, but a bald Gordon Freeman, you know? I know they look similar, but still. Anyway, yeah, let's see your drawing for comparison. Expanding foam mirror. Yep, I have seen this one before, and it's still really ugly. I can't believe this is serious. What's she up to? That's the name? Because that's actually amazing. I'm not a fan of the art itself, but I love the name. Oh, this one. Where's the cool name for this one? Or what? Come on. 21 years later, this is the best we can do for him. Lane Thomas Staley, born Lane Rutherford Staley, was an American singer and songwriter who was the original lead vocalist for Alice in Chains. Now you can display his creepy head in your home. Cool. Okay, I'd love to do that. Something tells me this person thinks a little too highly of themselves. Myself. $600. Well, whoever buys it is certainly going to be thinking highly of themselves as well, because all they're going to see is myself. Interesting. For sale today. Sticks on a frame. That there are plenty that are quite clearly trying to do nothing than get some money. There's a lot of art out there that does not really feel like the person behind it was trying to express something. More so, let's see if I can con somebody out of $50. I tried drawing Taylor Swift and it looks great. All right, how much? $5,000? IMO, for it to be true delusional artist, it can't be self-aware. That's true. Title, The Palace Guard Cat. Okay, wow, this deserved so much better. That name deserved so much better. Description, something a bit different that I've created in a frame on canvas. Called the Palace Guard Cat, 16 inches down and 12 inches across, 50 pounds. No thank you. Asked if the price was right on the strawberry mouth one, and they said yes, the canvas is large. My brother in Christ, this is paper? Oh, do they think that canvas is just a generic term term for whatever I'm drawing on or painting on. Also $300. God damn! 150. That one's definitely better looking for sure. Tigers roar. I'm good. TikTok artist is mad because none of his followers are buying his art. Me, you struggling to survive asking for help? Y'all, it gets better. Bottom of my heart, y'all suck. Okay, the people that watch you are not responsible for your well-being. They can care, they can be sympathetic, absolutely. But they're not responsible for your financial situation. It's a big-ass horse pill to swallow, but they don't owe you their money or time, as a matter of fact. You know, don't disrespect your viewers at all. I don't disrespect my viewers on my channel. It's boobin'. I don't know. What advice could you give a struggling artist? Get a real job is really rude, but it kind of has to be the consequences to get another job if nobody wants to buy your product. I kind of get wanting to do something you enjoy, but how many people are actually able to do that? Make something people want to pay you for is good advice. I guess, but at the end of the day, that's not really good advice. I don't think it is. To tell an artist, why don't you make things people want to buy? Like, I understand where it's coming from. Don't get me wrong. I totally get what you mean. But the point of art at the end of the day is expression, right? We want to express our emotions through weird means, you know? The greatest artists in history did not paint what people wanted. They painted what they wanted, what they thought was cool. And they were so beyond lucky enough to be successful for it. Now, sure, again, I get what you're saying. I do. I really need people to understand that I understand what they're saying there, okay? But it does feel kind of wrong. It feels like if somebody came to me about my YouTube channel and said, hey, you should be making content that everyone wants to watch. Like, I get where you're coming from. However, what would be the point? I'm not doing it to make a bunch of money and live off of. I'm doing it because I want something to do. I want to express myself and get my creative juices flowing again. And I don't want to play the algorithm and do that I don't like that. So, as I've said for the trillionth time, I get it, but I also really don't like that line in particular. You can buy a car, or you can get this. Honestly, where are you finding a $4,000 car? And don't say Facebook Marketplace, because people think that their car that is literally just a tire is worth more than that. But if I had to choose, I'm doing the Toad Guard. I'm sorry. AI artist, very upset about someone calling out tracing. All right, let's take a look. Seems like they always need something to moan about. Here's an example from 5 years ago. This might die as a silent whimper in the unison choir of praise for Mr. Werewolf, or I might get burned on the stake and called a hater by an angry mob of his fans for what I'm about to write, but I feel it needs to be done. Here it goes. His art consists of one motif repeated over and over and over again. This art is for the most part traced from photos and other art. And I'm just gonna say Jacob, that's probably for some reason not how his name is pronounced, makes fake tutorials to cover this up. Step 1, or Exhibit 1, the tracing. Almost all of the major elements in his art are traced as far as I've been able to deduce. All right, well, let's take a look at the examples here. Bucky Winter Soldier. Oh, right, his last name is Winter Soldier. Okay, yeah, I can see what you're saying. Okay, gotcha. Changing styles. He's in his mid-30s and claims to have been active since 2002, yet it's almost impossible to find any art that predates his plus 1920 Scythe project from 2013. Okay, let's take a look at your timeline. Looks like we can go back to 2006 as far as you're able to find. And yeah, interesting. Got some dwarves. Okay, very cool. And then tracing starts. Ah, that really adds to it, I will say. Fake it until you make it. This is the crazy part. I don't really care about how an image is made. Each artist has his own tricks or techniques. What really pushes my buttons is the fact that he posts fake tutorials. Can you just chill with the first name, last name? We know who the f*** you're talking about now. Just to clarify what I mean by that. After he finishes one of his illustrations, he then goes back and creates additional process illustrations, based on the already finished work, omitting the fact that the images were traced. He's been confronted about this and has added a reference line in some of the descriptions, but it doesn't change the fact that the images are traced. The source images never showed, and the process images faked afterwards. Okay. He has stated in interviews that he creates most of his art freehand, but that's an obvious lie. He's talked about his influences being classical painters, but that seems like something he came up with along the way. Original ideas. Dust tactics. Simon, I don't know your last name. Okay. Not many know of dust tactics, but it's clear where he got his world-building idea from. Interesting. To be clear, I'm not saying that he completely lacks skill, and I'm not saying you're not allowed to like his art, but I want people to know the truth. There are digital artists who work their asses off trying to better their skills and create amazing original art, while Mr. Rosalski basically steals ideas, traces over photos, and repeats the same motif over and over and over again, then creates fake tutorials and tries to project the image of an original artist inspired by classical painters. This is crap on planet bullshit, excuse my French, and there was a time when this wouldn't pass. There was a time when the digital art community wouldn't stand for this. Nick Simmons was scorned when it was revealed that panels in his Incarnate comic were traced from other manga, while Jakub Rosalski is getting a special feature by ArtStation and is giving interviews to Kotaku. It just seems like nobody cares anymore. On one final note, I have no doubt that Mr. Rosalski will move the goalpost and make up some sort of excuse if confronted. He might change his story. He's done it before and no doubt will do it again. Are we really calling people AI artists now? They didn't make the programs. They're not making anything. Oh no, that's just what they call themselves. I don't even call it AI art. I call it AI gens or AI pictures. Exactly. That's how we finish off today. It's not art.